Welcome to the video. So in this video, I will be discussing about Unit 6, Lesson 4, which is just a continuation of Lessons 1 to 3, but this is more on the problem solving side. We will be doing more problem solving related to, why is this init? Related to mean of the sampling distribution, variance of the sampling distribution, and the standard error of the mean. Okay, so let's proceed. So the objectives of this lesson will be, you will be able to compute the sample mean and variance of a sample distribution. So we already know the different formulas now that we use to compute for the sample mean and the variance of the sampling distribution. So we had that in our previous two lessons, from lesson 2 and lesson 3. No, lesson 1 and lesson 2 rather. I'm sorry. And one of the objectives as well is to be able to solve word problems involving the mean and variance of a sampling distribution. Okay, so we'll be combining those concepts in this lesson. So let's first go back or let's try to read this one. Suppose you computed the mean height of 9 random children between the ages of 8 and 15 years from the population in your community. You would not expect your sample mean to be equal to the mean of all children in the area, which is true. So as we discussed from the previous lesson, if you get a sample out of the population from the whole, like you only took a small group from a wide number of group or the population itself, then the sample or the mean of that smaller group will not automatically equal to the mean of the whole. Okay? Di siya pasabot nga katong kung imong i-compute ang average atong grupo nga imo ra gikuha, mo equal na pud siya sa totality gyud sa kaning mean or average sa tibuok community. In this case, community man ang gisgutan. Okay? So again, samples will have most likely have different or varying numbers or averages depending on the depending on the observations or scores that you have in each of the samples. Okay? So it might be lower or higher, but it would not be equal to the exact mean of the population. So again, since mo vary man siya, it does not mean pud nga it also means na the mean of that sample will, for example, go above the original or the actual population mean, or it could go below the actual population mean. Okay, so mukha na siya magdagandagan either up or down. So same sa inyong normal curve, if you try to connect it with normal curve, so sometimes the score will go above the mean or it will go below the mean. Okay. Instead of taking just one sample, you take repeated random samples from the general population. So if you remember, we do repeated random sampling, and if you get all the possible samples from the population, when you compute for the mean of, or the mean of the sampling distribution of that will be equal to the population mean. Okay, so once you do that, number one, you are able to detect or determine the values of the mean that appear in your samples, and number two, how frequent does each of the value occur from each of the samples taken from the population. Okay, so mailhan nimo ang frequency and mailhan pud nimo kung unsa ang mga values sa imuhang mean from the sampling distribution. Okay? Dayon, so this statistic is called the sample mean. So sample mean is a statistic, no, kay it's based on the average of the sample. Okay? Di ba ang statistic is the data of the sample. Okay? So sample mean is a statistic, and each sample has its own average value. The distribution of these averages is called the sampling distribution. So katong table where you see all the samples and with its equivalent mean or averages is the sampling distribution with the frequency and with the with the frequency and the probability. Okay? Other statistics such as the standard deviation and variance can also be calculated from sample data. So from lesson 2 and 3, we computed for the variance of the sampling distribution and the standard error, correct? And since both of those concepts are based on samples, gikan siya sa smaller group instead of the population, then the data from those variance and the value of the variance and the standard error are both statistic. Okay, based na siya sa sample. So in this lesson, you will learn to solve problems involving mean and variance of sampling distribution. Okay, maybe it will also include about standard error. Okay, so let's go have a let's have a review again of what we already learned. So for the mean of the sampling distribution, it means the mean of the sample scores. Para shortcut lang. Okay, diri I think it will give you a confusion why nag-mention of population. But take note of the final part of the sentence. It means it stated sampled scores. So meaning there are a group of scores from the population and naikuha ang iyahang mean. So that is the mean of the sampling distribution. Okay? It is the sum of the product of the sample means x bar and its corresponding probability p of x bar, and defined as the mu or the mean of the sample distribution is equal to the summation of x bar times p of x bar. Okay, so ato na buhaton ato is, di ba, i-multiply nato ang mean sa iyang probability, and then afterwards atong i-add tanan ang nasa ang result ato. Okay, add nato siya, and that will be the mean of the sampling distribution. Now recall pod sa relationship between the population mean and the mean of the sampling distribution, where it says that the population mean will always be equal to the mean of the sampling distribution. Meaning, ang tanan nga samples imo nang gitake into consideration, and if you compute for the mean of those, then the result will be the same with the population mean. Okay? Next, variance of a sampling distribution. So ang symbol niya is kaning sigma ni na ay x bar sa ubos and then raised to square. Okay? So kung sa pasabot sa variance of the sample distribution, it means the variability of the sample mean. So kung unsa kalahi-lahi ang mga numbers or means nga imong makuha sa tanang samples sa imong population given a particular sample size. Okay? So to compute for that, mao nang formula sa sunod nga line, which is the summation of not summation. Variance of the sampling distribution is equal to the summation of x bar square minus the summation of x bar raised to square divided by n all over n. Okay? So, muna siya ang formula. And if you remember, I think I have not discussed with silver and peridot yet, but if later in our discussion, i-discuss mo gito na ko ang variance ninyo, silver and gold. Ang formula sa mean of the sampling distribution, variance of the sampling distribution and the variance of the population is almost similar lang. Ang nagkalahi lang yun kay ang symbols nila, especially sa kanang x bar, may mo na siyang x, and ang n for the population will be the sample size, not the sample size, population size. Ang n pud sa ato ang variance of the sampling distribution will be the number of rows in your sampling distribution. The number of rows. So imo to siyang ihapon ang rows nimo. So maghimo gid ka sa table. So you would know what the value of n is. Okay? And also take note the relationship between the variance of the sampling distribution and the variance of the population. So the variance of the sampling distribution is just equal to the quotient of the population variance. So meaning kanang na sigma square sa pinakaubos nga line na paragraph. Okay? Sigma square kanang murag circle nga na itungkoy-tungkoy, then square divided by n, and n nga gamay represents the sample size. Okay? Sample size lang yan pasabutan na. Okay? And then for the standard error of the mean, so it just means kung standard error, standard deviation na siya, but to be specific, sampling distribution ng standard deviation. Okay? So standard error ang tawag niya. In this case, it's standard error of the mean because we're dealing with sample means. But if sample ranges siya, then it would be standard error of the range. Range po siya. Mag-change ang name niya. Depende sa statistic nga i-try ni mo compute for your sampling distribution. Okay? Sige, so it measures how far the sample mean of the data from the true population mean. So it tells you kung unsa kalay ang imuhang sample mean from the population mean yun. Kaya diba, ang goal sa pagkuha sa samples is to represent the data of the population itself. Okay? So, let me just quote this one. The larger your sample size, like it's almost near the population size, the more accurate or the more nearer the more smaller rather the standard error is. Okay? So kung magkadako ang imuhang value sa sample size, like almost na siya moabot sa imuhang population size, then magkaanam po o kagamay ang value sa imuhang standard error. Okay? Sige. So to compute for the standard error, di ba duha to ang ways, or sa akong isa ka video, if you will watch it before this one, then you would know that the first procedure in getting the standard error, which has two symbols, by the way. Let me just write it. We have that symbol you're seeing on the screen, kanang sigma m, or pwede po siya sigma x bar. Pwede po siya ingana, which both mean standard error of the sampling distribution. Same na silang duha. Okay? Now, the two ways of getting the standard error is depending on sa situation sa imuhang problem. So, for example, you're provided with the population standard deviation and also the sample size. So, all you have to do is just plug the values in your formula sa ubos din and you should be able to get the standard error of the sampling distribution, or the mean in this case. Okay? But if you're provided with the samples katong table nga naay contents ko no, kato ganing table nga naay kompleto nga kaning list sa samples sa imuhang population given a particular sample size, then all you have to do is compute first for the variance of those samples. So you have to do first the sampling distribution, then compute for the variance, and then once you compute for the variance, you instead of doing the formula over here sa ubos, you just have to square root the value of your variance of the sampling distribution, and that should be the value of your standard error of the mean. Okay? So duha ka buok method sa pag-approach in solving for standard error of the mean. You're only seeing one formula down below, but recall that if for example lang you're provided with the standard error, variance of the, if you're provided with the variance of the sampling distribution, recall that the square root of the variance is just equal to the standard deviation. And this could apply with standard error of the mean. So, pasabot, ang variance sa imuhang sample distribution, ako lang i-shortcut, SAMP-D, will just be equal to the standard error. Okay? So, you just have to square root the value. If nana ka, then that's the answer. Okay? Sige. So hopefully you still remembered the past 3 lessons. So let's proceed with the examples. So we start with example number 1, and I will just swipe through the slides so we can have a quicker pace in answering these examples here. But if there is a room for me writing on the solution, then I will write so. Okay? So, example 1, a population has a mean of 25 and a standard deviation of 2.17. Suppose that a sampling distribution of size 3 is drawn from the population. Solve the values of the mean, variance, and standard error of the mean of the sampling distribution. Okay? So, let's go to the different steps. So, step 1, analyze niya ang problem. So, ang problem nato is asking for 3 things. We are being asked for the sample mean, or the mean of the sampling distribution. We are also asked for the variance of the sampling distribution. And we are also asked for the standard error of the mean, or the standard error of the sampling distribution. Okay? So, tulo ka buok computation atong buhaton. But again, since all of these are just dependent on the data that we provided in the problem, then we will be able to do it kanang step by kaning ditso-ditso ra. Okay? Step 2, determine the mean of the sampling distribution. Okay? So how do we determine the mean of the sampling distribution? Remember, take note of the given in your problem. So we're given 3 things as well. Okay? We're provided with the population mean, which is 25. We're also given with the population standard deviation, which is 2.17. And we're given the sample size. Now take note that the mean of the sampling distribution is just equal to the mean of the population. Okay? Subot pasabot, mo ni siya. The population mean is equal to the mean of the sampling distribution. So if the given population mean is 25, then that means the mean of the sampling distribution is also 25. So you have your answer. You just, you need to even solve for it. Okay? You just have to use logic. Okay, so since parehas man kuno si population mean o si mean of sampling distribution, then since population mean is 5, therefore mean of the sampling distribution is also 25 rather. The mean of the sampling distribution is also 25. Okay? So, kuha na siya. Kaning logic ra gyud siya. I-apply ra nimo ang mga unsay natudlo na sa atong lessons. Next, let's solve for the variance. Ang second na part sa ipasolve sa problem. So, to solve for the variance, di ba, ang imong kinahanglan will be, since we're only provided with population, we're only provided with the population mean, we're also provided with the standard deviation of the population and the sample size. Now, take note, okay, that the variance of the sampling distribution is just equal to the square of the standard deviation divided by the sample size. Okay? Mo nang gipakita dito sa screen karon. Okay? So, you just plug in the value of your standard deviation, which is 2.17, then divide the sample size. In this case, ang giingon sa problem is 3. And the answer should be 1.57. Again, it's a simple solution. This time, it has a solution na. So, you just have to remember a relationship between the population variance, standard deviation, and with the statistic of the sampling distribution. Okay, it's the variance and the standard error. Next, ang last na part is ang standard error. Now take note that the standard error of the mean is just equal to the square root of the variance of the sampling distribution. Again, both of them are sampling distribution statistic. Ang usa is standard error, ang usa is variance of the sampling distribution. Now, we already computed for the variance of the sampling distribution from step 2 or this part of the solution. Okay? So, ang imo na lang buhaton is imo ni siyang i-square root. Imo siyang i-square root. And then, the answer, ang imong maksulbad from that will be the answer for the standard or the value of the standard error of the mean. Okay? So, manang gibuhat din sa ato ang step number 4. And that is your answer, 1.25. So, minimal ra kayo ang problem solving ani. More on applying logic sa tanang mga definitions or tanang mga statements nga na-mention na from the previous 3 lessons. Okay? Sige. Let's proceed with example number 2. So, you compute for the variance and the standard error of the mean of a sampling distribution given a sample size of 3 and a population standard deviation of 1.10. Okay? So, tulo ka butang or duha ka butang rather ang gipa-compute sa ato ang problem. We have the variance of the sampling distribution and the standard error of the mean or the standard error of the sampling distribution. Okay, so duha. And we're provided with 2 data. We have the sample size, which is 3, and the population standard deviation, which is 1.10. Now, let's start with variance. Okay, may una sa listahan. Take note that the variance of the sampling distribution, so katong sigma square x bar, is equal na po siya sa variance, standard deviation squared sa atong population over sa atong sample size. Okay? Ako ipakita. And then we will swipe to the next slide. Okay? So remember that the variance of the sampling distribution is just equal to the the population standard deviation squared divided by the divided by the sample size. Okay, and according to our problem, we're provided with the sample size and we're provided with the standard deviation of the population. So that will become 1.10 squared over 3. And this is, I don't have a calculator with me at the moment, so we will just go with the next slide. Okay. Tama na siya. So the answer is 0.40. And that is for the variance patanga part of the sampling distribution. Now let's go to the standard error of the mean. Now take note, since this solution here inyo makita sa screen is giving you the value of the variance of the sampling distribution, all you have to do to get the standard error is to square root the variance and you would get the value of the standard error. So that is what is done in the next slide. So the standard error is equal to the square root of the variance of the sampling distribution, which is the square root of 40, which is equal to 0.64. And that is your final answer. Okay. Now we have some individual practice here. We can try one. Then ewan man kaayo problem solving atong previous two slides, or I mean previous slides dito with the examples. So let me do one and then I want you to do two and the group practice afterwards. Again, these slides, you can see this in your assignments sa Quipper, especially sa kaning particular nga lesson nga akong gisend. Okay? And I want you to try good ha sa inyo ha. So you would know how to, or you get the gist of how to solve problems involving concepts of standard error, variance of sampling distribution, and mean of sampling distribution. Okay? So let's start with one. So you're told to compute for the standard error of the mean and the variance of the sampling distribution whose size is 5, so meaning the sample size is 5, and with standard deviation, since it's talking about standard deviation, it means population standard deviation is 1.21. Okay? So let's start with number 1. We're told to look for the standard. No, let me use the symbol so you would get used to it. Standard error or standard error gihapon siya. Standard deviation of the sampling distribution. This mo na siya missing. Okay? And the given is we have the sample size, which is 5, and we also have the standard deviation of the population. This is standard deviation of the population, which is 1.21. Okay, so we're told to look for the standard. We're told to look for the standard error. So in order for us to solve for the standard error, remember that the standard error is just equal to the variance of the sampling distribution, and that is equal to the standard the standard error or the standard deviation of the sampling distribution is just equal to the square root of this two. Okay, square root ra atong sa variance niya. Okay, so still we have to solve for the variance. But how do we solve for the variance? Remember that the variance of the sampling distribution is just equal to the standard deviation raised to square divided by n. Okay, now we have the standard deviation of the population, which is this one, and we also have our n, which is this one. Okay. So we can solve for the variance of the sampling distribution by plugging in the values. So we have 1.21 raised to square divided by our 5. And that is, I will try to use my calculator here. So that is 1.21 raised to square divided by 5. And that is 0.29282. Am I right? 1.21 raised to square divided by 5. Yes, that's correct. It's 29282. Okay? So what? 0.29282. Okay? And that is your variance. So we're technically answering the first one of the first, the information that is being asked in the problem. So, okay na siyang variance. So, ang sunod is ang standard error. So, again, the standard error is this one ra yun. Okay? Moro yun na siya. So, all you have to do is just, standard error is equal to the square root of this value. Since this is our variance of the sampling distribution. Kaninga part ma. So, that is 0.29282. So, let me use my calculator again. That's square root of 0.29282. And your answer should be 0.541 approximately. Kaya pa man siya daghang digits. And that is your answer. Okay? So, we're done with number 1. Okay? Simple lang nga solutions. Wala pa siya magginahanglan og mga tables to get the sampling distribution. Okay? Sige, if you have any questions regarding the topic, feel free to send me a message and I will try to answer your question as soon as I am able. Also, I want you to check the objectives now if we're able to hit the mark. So, according to our objectives here, we're able to compute the sample mean and the variance of the sampling distribution. That is true. We did have some problem solving involving computation of the sample mean and the variance of the sampling distribution. We even included the standard error. And we also had word problems. So we tried to identify the information inside the problems and we tried to compute for the values of the sample mean and the variance. Okay? So again, this is the this is me. If you have any questions, feel free to send me a message and I will try to answer it as soon as I can. And that is it for the video. Thank you very much for listening. I hope you learned something out of it. And I'll see you on the next video.